What up, my social media family? It's your favorite realtor, Josh Brown. And today, as you guys know, I'm back with another market update for the month of April. So you guys should just follow along. Don't forget to like and subscribe to your boys channel for these monthly market updates. And it's always good to stay informed so that you can make an informed decision. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the active listings today. When we're looking at the active listings from this time last year, we got about 300 more opportunities that are out there for you buyers. And you know, it's definitely a little bit more of a shift. It was a 9% decrease month over month. So month over month, we've seen a change, but year over year, we actually seen an increase in active listings. And that's for the detached and attached. Let's look at the detached. Single family is going to be about the same. The attached is about the same. So we've seen a slightly increased month over month, but overall, when we're looking at year over year for the attached and the detached, we've definitely seen a little bit of an increase. Now, when we go down to the months of supply, which, as I always tell you guys, the months of supply is one of my favorite slides because it's going to let you know what the inventory is looking like that is on the market. And when we're looking at the detached and the attached single family homes, for the detached single family homes, there's 1 month of supply, a little over 1 month of supply left. And if we look back in April, we had less than 1 month of supply. So we've seen a month over month decrease and a year over year increase. So we're seeing the opposite when it comes to month over month and year over year. So who had the most? Douglas County and Elbert County had the most months of supply of inventory. They had the most supply. Elbert County with 2.7 and Douglas County with 1.3. Denver 1.1, Adams County had 1.2, and Arapahoe County still leading the way with the lowest months of supply at 0.96. And Jefferson County. And that's for the detached single family homes. Now we're going to look at the attached single family homes. The attached single family homes, we had the same trajectory when it comes to months of supply. We had 1.14 months of supply, which is a decrease month over month, but it's an increase year over year from this time last year. And Arapahoe County again had the tightest supply with 0.8, and Denver County had the highest supply with 1.4. So now let's look at the days on the MLS. This is another slide that when we go back to look had an increase month over month and also year over year. But this month, April, we actually seen a decrease. And if you guys look at my previous video, that's kind of what I expected, that these months of supply, the days on MLS will start to go down as we get into the spring and summer months when we have more buyers out there looking for properties. So the average days on the MLS for a detached single family home is about 29. And last month we were at about 38. So that's definitely a super decrease in months of supply, especially for April. And let's see here, for the detached single family homes, we had Adams County with 36 days on the market. Douglas County had 37 days on the market. And Denver County had the lowest days on the market at about 21. And now when we look at the attached single family homes, they're at about 24 days on the MLS. So we definitely seen a decrease there. And it's an increase year over year, but month over month, it's also a decrease. And as you guys can kind of see the patterns, month over month, we're starting to see decreases. Year over year, we're starting to see increases. So that kind of gives you an idea of where your home's going to sit out on the market if you were to list it. What's the average days going to look like for you? And depending on area condition, how fast it will get sold. And Jefferson County had the lowest days on market at 19. So that's a huge decrease. That's a 216% year over year change and a negative 40% month over month change. So we're definitely seeing decreases there. And now when we look at the active and sold by price range, which is another one of my favorite slides, let's look at the detached single family homes. Seems like the 600 to 799 once again had the most amount of active listings, but also had the most amount of sold listings by price range. So that's the sweet spot right now. If you guys want to know where the sweet spot is in Colorado, and you have a listing or you're thinking about selling your property or looking to buy, if you're in that 600 to 799 price range, you're definitely going to see a lot of activity. You might have multiple offers on your property if you're deciding to list it. And and you might have competition if you're looking to buy a property. So just be aware of that. And that's going to be for the detached single family homes. And then the next price range that you want to look at is the 500 to 599. They have 471 active listings, but then they have 597 sold. So even the 400 and 499, those are the sweet spots right there. Those three levels, if you have anything that you want to list in those levels or anything that you want to buy in those levels, just know that the competition is high, but there are low inventory in those price ranges too. So anywhere from 400 to pretty much 799 is going to be Denver's sweet spot for the detached single family homes. And now when we look at the attached single family homes, I mean, they're all over the board. Pretty much from the 600, pretty much from 200 to 799 is going to be a sweet spot there. So if you guys, have properties in those particular price points, there's a lot of inventory being sold, but there's also a lot of inventory being bought back to the market. So definitely be aware of that. And now let's look at months of supply and the days on market by price range. So as you guys can see here, we're seeing a bunch of low inventory in pretty much all price ranges. And the average days on the market for the price ranges is also starting to decline. The 0 to 199 seems to have a lot of days on market. So if you're looking for a little bit of a deal, I mean, inventory is still super, super low. So you still might have, price stability there, but we're definitely seeing those sit on the market way longer than expected. And if we look at the numbers down here, they have low supply, but then we look at the average days on market. The average days on market went from, that's 134% month over month change and a 309% year over year change. So if you're looking for some deals, you might need to look down in this little 0 to 199 to see what you can find, because there might be some hidden gems there. So for all my buyers out there, if you guys are looking for deals, look at these market updates that I do, because it's going to show you where the deals are in the certain price ranges, but it's also going to show you where you stand if you were to go look, if you're going to go look for a property, how much competition you will have. So definitely keep that in mind. And sellers, if you got properties that you're looking to list in these, lower price points, you definitely want to pay attention to that number of these average days on MLS, because that's going to dictate how long your property will stay on the market, and if it's priced correctly, where it should go and how much inventory you have. So that's going to be the attached and the detached. So the detached, we're still looking at that 0 to 199 price point with high days on market, still really, really low inventory. And then when we look at the attached single family, we're going to have low inventory, but as you guys can see, we're starting to see gains of inventory there too, up in upper twos. And then we're also seeing the average days on market be a little bit longer for all price points when it comes to the attached single family homes. So, condos, you might want to look at the condos, because they might have some deals there, because the average days on market seem to be increasing year over year, but decreasing month over month. So let's look at the sold units. We'll just go to detached. So there was 2,605. That's a decrease year over year and a decrease month over month. So we're seeing sold units for the detached single families decrease. That's a 24% decrease month over month. Actually, year over year, and it's a 6% decrease month over month. Now let's look at the attached single family. The attached single family, there's decreases on both ends there too. Month over month, it was a decrease, and year over year, there was a decrease there too. So we're seeing more activity, and that's what we expect when we come into the summer months, is more activity. We expect to see sold. Now let's look at these average sold price, which everybody seems to love. Let's see what our price points are doing for the month of April. So the average sold price for the detached single family homes was $759. That's a 3.3 increase month over month. Douglas County recorded the highest average sales price, almost $89K above the 7-county average. Homes sold for an average of $58,000 less than this time last year. And as you guys know, we always have the average sold price over here to the left. And Denver County is still leading away with $862,000 for their average sold price. And let me see who's the lowest. Adams County is the lowest with $577,000. And then you got Arapahoe County with $600,000. Look at that. We got 3 counties at $800,000 for average sale price. 4 counties, Jefferson County, Douglas County, Denver County, and Broomfield County, all have an average sale price of 800K or above. So if you are in those counties, your price points are still pretty solid. Even with high interest rates, we're not seeing much of a decrease when it comes to price. But year over year, you guys can see here, year over year, we had an 8% decrease in average sale price. We had a 1.5% decrease for Denver County month over month. So, but we're still seeing positive in some of these counties, like Adams County, for instance, month over month, that's a 5% increase. But year over year, it was a negative 2% increase. Jefferson County had a 12% increase, but year over year, they had a negative 3% increase. So depending on the county and where you are, that will justify where your price is. But we are seeing some changes. I mean, these interest rates are starting to affect our price points little by little. You know, with the higher interest rates, obviously, your buying power decreases. So, you know, a lot of people that could afford these $800,000, they just had to downshift or downsize to a different price point. So let's look at the attached single family homes. The attached single family homes, the average sale price was about $461,000. That's a 1.9% decrease month over month. Broomfield County came in more than 81K over the average sold price, averaging $539,000. Homes sold for an average of $27,000 less than this time last year. So, as you guys can see, once again, these interest rates are affecting our price points. We are seeing some decreases depending on the county that you're in. Even for the attached single family home, Denver County had a negative 9% decrease month over month and a negative 9% decrease year over year also. So those are negatives. Now, those are negatives. Adams County also had a negative, but you also have to take these into account about negatives. Depending on how you're pricing your home, the condition of the home, the location of the home, all three of those factors play an important role into how your home gets sold. If you check off the boxes, right, you got condition, price, and location. If you got negatives in all three of those and you're pricing your home high, you should expect that your home will get, it most likely won't sell for where it's supposed to sell at. And you probably will do a couple of price decreases in that time frame. So just be very mindful of that. Those three factors play an important role into how your homes get sold. So we're just going to look at sold units. We don't really need to talk about that one. The last one I want to talk to you guys about is going to be the sold to list price. This is where the property is listed at and to what it's sold at. So let's see here. For the detached single family homes, everything from the 400 to 100,000 sold at about 100% of what it was listed for. And below that, we see 98%, 99, 75% there, and a million plus, we've seen about 99 to 3 million plus to 96.9%. So the sold to list price increased 100.3% up 0.5% month over month, and that 405.99 price ranges averaged the highest at 100% to 0.7. Now let's look at the attached single family homes. We also seen some sold to list price go pretty much 100% there for the attached single family homes too. So their sold to list price is getting a lot closer than what it has been. We're starting to see things go at about 100% pretty much across the board. The lowest was 98%. So just keep that in mind when you are making offers and when you're looking at certain price points that they're going for about 98 to 100% of what they're listed for. So if you're in a competitive area, you definitely want to take that in sight, which your agent should be able to educate you on that and let you know where you guys should fit when it comes to making offers on that property. Yeah, and DM me, man, if you guys want to know more or looking in the Denver metro area market to buy or sell. Definitely a knowledgeable broker here, and we'd love to see how we can accomplish your goals together. For me, guys, that was our April market update. Thanks for coming to my channel. If you're new to my channel, we're all things real estate and building wealth. Just wanted to get you guys this monthly market update. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit those notification buttons so you can get that ping, whenever I'm putting out a new market update. And until next time, I will see you guys next month. This is your favorite realtor, Josh Brown, over and out.